Hello guys and welcome to another tutorial. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use ad strips to put writing on tractors. So first of all we're going to need to make an image. Now to make it nice and easy and simple, especially if you're struggling, I would recommend just using a free online image editor. This one suits me well, Autodesk, so yeah, you can choose whichever one you want. Basically you just make it an image. Yeah, so make an image. Make sure whatever it is, it's transparent background, otherwise it will not work. And then just put the writing in that you want. Put it into whatever format you want it. Just make the image whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Then just shrink it, the background down to the size of it, just to make it a bit more workable. File, save. Make sure it's in a PNG format, and you want to save it as adstrip, like that. Okay, and save it any way you want, really, doesn't matter. Right, so next stage is to download the actual adstrip itself. So this is FS for Farming 2015 mods. I normally use this one, but it doesn't really matter where you download it from. It's pretty much the same thing. So just download it. I'll link this in the description along with the image editor, and you want to open it up, and then if you go to the folder where you saved the image, you want to cut it and paste it into the adstrip zip folder. So you want to copy and replace it. This now should be the image that you made, and it is. So the next stage is just to extract all and extract that adstrip folder. Once you've extracted it, it'll open it up like this, and then if you just go to your mods folder, I've already got it open, and find the tractor that you want, and then this is the tractor I'm doing it to. You need to go into, open it up, go into it, extract all, extract. That'll just make a folder of the same thing, but it's not in a zip, so you can actually edit it. There we go, that's all open, and now we go back to the adstrip folder. We cut the folder and we paste it into the tractor folder, like so. It's appeared here. Now we want to use Giants Editor 3.0.5 to open up the tractor. Yeah, this is the one that I'm using. I have got an older version on my computer, but 6.05 is the one that works the best. It's the latest version. And then that may take a minute to open. Don't press anything at this point, otherwise it'll start to crash. Now you need to go create camera, view, camera, and the latest one you made. The reason for that is because otherwise you could be moving the camera that you view the tractor in, the camera for the in-game your viewing point. So if you make a new one, that's the best way to do it. Right, so yeah, if you haven't watched my Giants Editor Basics of how to move around and things, then I suggest you watch that, otherwise you might get confused how to do this unless you already know how to move around and that sort of thing. So you want to go File, Import, and then if we just go to the file, this folder that we're currently in, mods, and then we go to the adstrip folder that we put in, open it up, it'll import. It's imported to just there. We can then just spin it around. Once you got it roughly right, go to the rotational bit and change it to the nearest to get it bang on correct. One thing to bear in mind with ad strips is that you can't see them from behind, so if it suddenly disappears, don't be alarmed, just zoom out a bit and you might be able to see it again because you've probably gone past it. Right, so there we go, that's in the right position where I want it. That's fine, and I can make the other one for the other door, and that needs rotating 380 degrees, making it plus 90 rather than minus 90. And we'll just position that on the other door. Now, what you need to do to get these ad strips to appear in game is you need to highlight them, and you need to cut them, and you select the transform group of the tractor, and you need to paste them. Now, these there will view in game, but because they are not part of the door, they're part of the overall tractor. If you open the door, they'll stay where they are. So to get them to move with the door, what you want to do is find exactly where the door is. So for that, you're going to need to, if you select a transform, it'll show you everything in it, so you can just systematically go through them, and then if you see something which has got the door in it, then you can just open and go further through that until you get to the last sub bit one, and then you put it inside that. So that's the John Deere visuals that it's in, and now I just need to find the door inside that. You can obviously look for sensible names, that also helps. So cab suspension, yeah, and then they're not always obvious, that's why I say select them and then have a look through. And then, yeah, so door left, check there's nothing inside that it needs to go into further. I will put it in there because that's where it appears to need to go, so just find it again. Should be this one. It's not this one. There we go, and we can cut that, and we can paste it into our door like so. It will move when you do that, so you're just going to have to reposition it again. It won't change its rotation or anything, but it will change its position because the door, because it's inside one transform group, the point which is known as the center of that transform group will be different to the center of the individual pieces, and which is why it moves it off center, and then you have to just move it back again. Yeah, find the other one, just check it's the one you want. Yeah, that is. And then again, just cut it and paste it into the subfolder, the subtransform. Now again, it's moved similarly to last time. Just position it. I find if you try and just push it into different locations and see what it clips through, the green bar will show you what it clips through, and then that will demonstrate to you how far back it is, whether it's gone too far back or too far forward, etc. Yeah, so then that's basically it. All you have to do now is save it and close out of it. Then just go back to the tractor folder, highlight all of everything, right click, send to compress zip. Like all mods, they have to be in the zip format to be usable in game. And then just rename it back to, just stick it as whatever you want. There you go, and you can just pop that back in your game folder, and then you should be able to just open the game up, and it will it'll just load that up for you and work as a normal tractor, but with your name on it now. Yeah, so I hope that's useful and wasn't completely confusing for everyone, and yeah, good luck. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Goodbye.